Rangers International. Of course, winners the 2023-2024 season. Coach Fidelis Vidulchukwu has handed the baton, as it were, to his very good friend and colleague in the national team, Daniel Ogumbodede. Here's Ubong Friday, swings it in, looking for a head. It finds that of Patrick Gilmore. Rivers still trying to pull it in. There's a call for a handball there, but it's instead a block. And Rangers will move now. Not so fast, Bashiru Usman. He's been overtaken and overpowered. And Rivers would get back to possession. Boluwaji was looking for Samson Obi, who got clipped. And it's a good call, a free kick, to be taken by Taufik. Rivers United have got the better of Rangers in this fixture in this last 13 matches. Rivers have won 7, Rangers 5, and it's been one draw between the two sides. In their last 5 meetings, they have been under 3 goals scored in each match. So how many are we seeing in this one? It's fingers crossed. So Rivers have been in fine form in their last games. Finidi George, of course, obviously, like every other coach, gave up the title chase 2 weeks ago, knowing that all Rema Stars had to do was win their game against Niger Tornadoes, which they did. to the pitch and ready to roll once again in this match day 35 encounter between the Pride of Rivers, Rivers United, and of course the Flying Antelopes, Rangers International. Welcome to the Adoke Amersi Maka Stadium in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, where Rivers United have been put in the lead with a lovely goal from Obi Sampson, who scored his third goal of the season, and one that is very, very crucial in separating both sides. Rangers, on their part, had to do a lot of defending before then. A goal that came in the final seconds of the encounter, or the first half of the encounter, that is. I remain your commentator, Mighty George, and we are back here to witness Rangers with their kicking off the second 45 here. Of course, the fans of Rivers United somehow dissatisfied with play, even though their team is leading by a goal up. Where it looks like the Rangers, well, both teams are maintaining the same squad from the first 45. Coach Fidelis Ilechukwu, who is not on the sidelines today. Of course, due to, well, we expect to know if that is disciplinary reasons, but Fidelity George is very present. Screaming and directing his players. Fidelity George, former Super Eagles player and former Super Eagles coach, probably had one of the assistant Super Eagles coach, and that was between, of course, March and July 2024. Since him, there have been, of course, Austin Eguavoin, and most recently, Coach Eric Sekochel. His reign didn't end quite well. Ended with the Super Eagles struggling on the World Cup qualifier table. And that also came with a shouting, well, a tirade, so to say, with Victor Osimhen. The Galatasaray hitman. Well, back to the action on this pitch. It's Rangers who would try to get back in it, but nothing seems to be working so far in this first 3 minutes of the second 45. Obi Sampson chasing hard again. Before joining Rivers United, the young man had a season with Al Anwar of Libya. That was after leaving Abia Warriors. He went to Libya for a season. Now I wonder what the Rashi control well. Instead, he sent it out for a throw-in. It's been quickly taken. It's Rangers now who are dangling around the 18-yard box of Rivers United. Evans Bonda is the man who stands over it. Free kick. The wall is being steadied there. Evans. Header out by Muiwa. Rivers would finish with 67 points, 1 point behind Remo Stars. Of course, Remo Stars taking it easy today, as it were, in their own NPFL action. Play has been stopped momentarily again as Rivers United trying to do something with a free kick handed over to them. Bobby Sampson stands over it. Was the preferred set piece taker in the first half. He fires straight. It hits, of course. Divine Honora had to force that punch out. If there's a man to deliver the goals, it has to be Obi Sampson. It's a trusted one for today. On Friday, still on the pitch. I'm sure he would also be trusting Obi Sampson to help him out when the goals aren't forthcoming. Headed out by Ezike Uzoichi. Eventually, Rivers claim they have a corner kick, and it looks like that is the right call. Corner kick to the pride of Rivers. Let's see what they do with this one. Philip Odubia will take it. Temple Mekai is just standing right behind. Philip heads header out now by Evans Obonda. That's Temple. Finding Philip again. Ball still in play. Taiwo Abdurafiu. Obong Friday. Fain Tola. Obonda. Squares it in. No blue shirt there. And Obi Sampson tried to rebound. It goes straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. Underrate that ball at your own peril. I'm sure many had thought it was going out. Feintola. Back to Temple. Oh, that's Stephen Meyer. Taufik. Taufik wants the ball. He's running in. He gets it again. Still wants the ball, the 29-shirted man. Obi Sampson is right behind. And there's an infringement. It's a second 45. The ref might not be so lenient anymore, or so compassionate for both sets of players. Feintola dispossessed of the ball now. Evans Obonda. They had a tussle for it. At the end, it's Obonda who wins it. Wins a throw-in. Lovely collected there. And Philip could still do something with this one. It's a shot gone just wide. Obong Friday is crying to the high heavens how he couldn't make that count. But in a sense, it was a deflection that went down there, stopping the ball from its intended target, which Ubong obviously would have hoped was at the back of the net. He was just in front of the goalkeeper. Well, they have a corner kick here. The pride of Rivers, and that's Ubong with a header, but it fell just at the feet of defender Patrick Egilmo. Rangers hoping to clear out, but Rivers are still locking around there, pouncing on any loose ball. Stephen Mayo steadies it for Temple. And so Temple looking for Boluachi. And there's an infringement. A player goes down. Well, the ref will call on the medics to come, but we're hoping it's not so serious. That looks like well, it's quite safe. It's Ubong Friday who was on the turf, and he strolls up to his position. So play goes on right now at the Dokia Amasie Maka Stadium. Rivers United have one job to do, just ensure they win to book their spots on the continent with 2 games to go. Here goes Rangers now. They won't stop, would they? Hilary Akano dispossessed again. It's been a ding-dong affair in the last 3 minutes. Oh, the referee is having to deal with a lot there, as it looks like it's Hillary who is clinching his knee there. Still verbal warnings to the players, and it looks like we might be seeing our first set of substitutions. And you know how that happens. Once the coach makes a substitution, you do know that there will be a response as well. So get ready, ladies and gentlemen, for the barrage of substitutions we are not shy of announcing. 65 minutes on the clock. Rivers 1, Rangers 0. Still a long way to go to call this match Uhuru. Both teams still have a lot to play for, obviously, with 25 minutes of football left. Well, we have seen 2 bookings already, by the way. So, obviously, the ref hasn't been as lenient as would seem, or as compassionate. Don't forget to drop us a message on our social media platforms, especially if you are following NPL Live. First substitution done, and of course it is Bashir Usman who comes off for Igor Chimobi. That's for Rangers International. Jersey number 3, Iquilo Chimobi, is off for jersey number 18, Bashiru Usman. We have jersey number 24, Timothy Atamewan. Off for jersey number 25, Hilary Ekau. So fresh legs coming in for indeed Rangers International. We await what Finidi George would do. Of course, attacking substitutions we're seeing here as we approach 70 minutes of action. Well, the Rangers, Hilary Ekau. 19 games, make that 20 games this season. Had to be let off of this encounter. Previously played for Doma United. It looks like the midfield was getting a bit shaky there for Rangers International, and the technical bench decided to rest the young man, 20 years of age, in his first season for the club. Did 2 seasons at Doma United, scoring 3 goals in those 2 seasons before joining Rangers International in the summer. And so what about the new guys who have been introduced? But before then, Evans Bonda is trying to lead a charge from the left-hand side. He stopped right there by Philip Odubia. And players Gada is turning into a rowdy affair. Well, the referee would have to deal with that. Even coach Finidi George is there as well. Evans Bonda brought down. It looks like the Rangers players are having none of that, of course, fair play that wanted to ensue after that. They insist to the referee that, of course, the culprit must pay the price. This is a production of Africa Sports Network and Propel Sports Africa, combining to bring you the ultimate viewing and experience from, of course, the ultimate local football league, the Nigerian Premier Football League, which is in its match day 36. 2 more match weeks, and we are calling it a season. A season that has already been claimed by Remo Stars, their first ever Premier League title. They have finished in the top 4 on continental spots on about 4 occasions, but this time around they would lead the charge to the continent. And here's hoping that they do it very well, since it's been a long time coming. 16 years or about since their existence. It's been topsy-turvy for them. Getting relegated twice, coming back, and this time staying on to fly the flag of Nigeria. Well, the man who was down, Evans Bonda, is up again. Great to see that. Takes a free kick for Rangers. Boluwaji David sends it out. The referee's whistle is gone. Another man down. This time it's Efimi Nsi. Not sure if well, the Rangers players do know that they would have to keep the game going if they want to cancel this result or this scoreline. But they seem to be hitting the tough more times. Well, it's time for Coach Finidi George to do his own substitutions. It's a double substitution as well. Chijokem Bauma preparing to come in. And he comes in for Samson Obi. That's a like-for-like substitution. Well, Samson has been very, very pivotal. Well, is also coming off also is jersey number 29, Taufik Otani is off for Oscar Ozonwalfo. Indeed, Coach Finidi George also looking to put some more attack, more bite to his attacking prowess. But two of the most visible attackers have been taken off. So Oscar Nzoafo is making only a second appearance this season. Well, another second appearance. He's only made one start, so coming a number of times this season. Hopefully he does what Finidi George wants him to do. Keep the pressure on, carry on from where Samson Obi stopped, get an insurance goal. Well, the Rangers side did shore up their midfield, waiting to see what the attackers can do. Well, here they try to go again. Madufuro Kingsley is in now, by the way. Young man has some pace. Madufuro Kingsley. Let's see what the number 7 comes with. His onside. That was a tricky one. Of course, Iguilo Chimobi, Roster and the Rivers United defenders, who must have thought that the player sporting jersey number 30 was off. Iguilo Chimobi. And talking about Kingsley Madufuro, who is the number 7 shirted man for Rangers. The young man did join in from Sunshine Stars. Actually went on loan from Sunshine Stars to Hatland and then back to Sunshine Stars before he joined Rangers International 2 seasons ago. And so far he's been able to score about 27 goals since joining in the 2023, actually the 2022-2023 season. So a valuable asset to the squad, Kingsley Madufuro, but not given any chance here by this Rivers United side. There we go now. It's a clearance. Evans Ogbonda leaving no stone unturned, taking it out now. And here's Iguilo Chimobi. Somehow manages to win a throw-in. Young man giving some life to the Rangers attack. It's Obviously looking like a great substitution coming in. Assisting Evans Obonda, who takes a throw in. Ball is sent all the way back to Ejike Uzoechi. Rangers attack. Evans Obonda, that's Iquilo. Now Madufuro. Madufuro couldn't get past his man now. Rivers United threaten to take the ball now. Finally. Chichokim Bauma in a struggle there. And surely there has to be a yellow card. This time it goes to Chijoke Amobi. Actually, Chijokim Bauma and Evans Obonda. Both of them issued the yellow card right after that melee there. It seems, well, more players trying to get into the referee's bad book. Boluwaji David has also done that after protesting the yellow card given to his colleague Chijokim Bauma. So it's 3 players yellow carded at once. It looks like other players, Ejike saying is trying to also get into the books. Referee obviously is generous. Just try him and see. So it looks like it started like Chijokim Bauma brought down Evans Obonda. Evans reacted and play was stopped momentarily. The referee gives them yellow cards for that, while Boluwaji David comes to protest and also is carded for that. So it's a yellow affair right now. And every player obviously should be very circumspect at the moment. Finally goes the way of Rivers United. Matthias Samuel will stand over this one. Takes the free kick looking for Bauma. Boluwaji sends it back. Bauma still waiting right there. Oscar Ozowanfo is also there as well. Rivers United still in possession. It's a shot, but not well struck. Stephen Gambo is the man who obviously takes that one. Another substitution. This time it's Philip Odubia coming off for Anyekeme Okon. Philip done with his duties. Did well, featuring prominently on the right side there. Well, obviously, it is now time for Anyekeme Okon. 4 goals already this season, the young man. And showing that he has contributed to the expansive goal servicing by Rivers United. "29 appearances now for Rivers Anyekeme Okon. Joining in from Remo Stars only last season. And that was after leaving Kano Pillars, which he joined from Akwa United, of course, in the 2019-2020 season. Let's see what the young man comes out with. Actually, Anyekeme Okon has indeed been able to strike just 3 times this season. Well, goalkeeper Divine is down again. Medical attention already sought. So we are only just watching the clock at the moment and seeing what this comes to. Still, Rivers United 1, Rangers International 0. Still Rivers in second position on the log. While Rangers have been pushed to 9th on the table by virtue of this. Ikorodu City indeed currently being held in their own game. That is another contender for a top 4 finish. End of the first 45. It's Ikorodu City and Bayelsa United who are playing out a 1-all scoreline at the moment. Aimba International 2-0. They lead Kwara United. Keeps them in 4th position. Abia Warriors not doing so well in their own encounter. Abia losing 0-1. Of course, the match between the top 5 teams will be clearly monitored. The other half of the table, bottom side, Lobby Stars, indeed, kissing themselves goodbye already. They won their game, but that would, of course, amount to nothing since they're already gone. Akwa United, Sunshine, and Hatland are the ones who are really trying to see if they can escape the red zone. But as it stands, Niger Tornadoes might just be safe after their 1-0 win today. Hatland trying to be safe, but the win today only puts them in 17th position after with a 2-0 lead over Plateau United. Imagine you winning and winning, but it just doesn't take you anywhere. But that's a lot better than Akwa United, who currently trail away from home to Bendel Insurance with a minute to go in that encounter. It looks like Akwa United might be confirmed relegated, and that is certainly a sad one. El Kanemi Warriors trying to hold on to 16th place. Well, here in front of me, the action is not done. Rangers International are trying to unleash probably one more dragon in the mode of the one and only Uchebu Okechukwu, the former Super Eagles forward. Of course, spotting his jersey number 9. Has some spells abroad. Eventually came back to Nigeria, and obviously he loves no better place than home. Home being Rangers International, popularly known as Michael Uchebo, likely the oldest on the pitch. 34 years, the young man. had his time in the Dutch Eredivisie with, of course, Venlo. Did 4 seasons at VV Venlo from 2009 to 2012. Went to the Jupiler League in Belgium, where he plied his trade with Cercle Brugge. 2 seasons there, went to Portugal and did it with Boavista before returning to the NPFL in 2019. Ever since, he's been there with Rangers International. Well, stepped out of action for some time. It's a shot there. Just goes wide off the posts. It's, of course, Stephen Gambo of Rivers. Scrapes off the front of the post. No one there to slide it in for Rivers United. Lovely effort from Aniekeme Okon. Rangers pushing forward now. Iguilo is back to Aniekeme now. Aniekeme again would need some help. He turns around. He finds Ejike Oziechi. He goes all the way back to Steven. Matthias. Just few seconds and then we are going to call it a day here from the Adokea Matsumaker Stadium. 2 minutes. Make that 1 minute to go. And Rivers United would be saying they have done well to hold on to this lead against the defending champions. A clever one it would have been if that was neatly tucked into the back of the net. But even he, Chijioke Mpauma, knows he would have done better than that. But he read that one. The execution was what let him down. A lot of defending now Rivers are trying to do. You can add attacking as well if the ball ever gets back to Chijioke Mpauma. The young man is still keeping his face down, wondering what must have happened there. Missing the ball by whiskers. It would have been 2-0 for Rivers United. Stephen Meyer sends it back, and that's Chijioke Mpauma again. He has his opponents there to contend with. 90 minutes on the clock, 3 minutes of minimum added time. And there we go. Iguilo. Just not enough to penetrate the defense of Rivers United. Mpauma falls back. But it's getting help right now from Feintola. Mpauma is what's there at the receiving end. But in its beat to control, he actually put that one out for a goal kick to Rangers, who have about 2 more minutes to come back in this game. Still 1-0. Finidi George still has something up his sleeves. Trying to bring in Sylvester Bell. It seems Abba Suleiman actually is a man who is preparing to come on. And so Abba Suleiman Obviously, one goal this season. The young man who is a forward, I'll be hoping to just drive home the attack. Ubong Friday will play no more part in this game. It will be Abba replacing Ubong now, with a clock ticking. Let's see what they make of this few seconds. Action almost concluded in different parts of the league. We'll just have a few seconds to wrap it up here and say our goodbyes with only one goal to report. Samson Obi, who has since been substituted, scoring at the nick of the first 45 of this encounter. So El Kanemi have since finished their business against Remo Stars. 2-0 it ended. Lobi Stars lost at home to National United. 1-2. Bendel Insurance have finished their business, obviously condemning Akwa United to relegation. 1-0 it has ended. Heartland and Plateau United still playing. 2-0 so far. Aimba and Quara United, same scoreline. Aimba lead Quara by 2-0. 5 minutes of added time already seen. And here we have a final whistle in Port Harcourt. 2 Dragons of the game. Slogged it out. Only one would emerge winner. And you might say rightfully so as well. They did a lot of the attacking and defending. The boys in blue have made it count, albeit with 1 goal scored in the first 45 minutes, just when they were about to go in for the showers. Rangers International through it all, brought in even the man who has traversed the globe in terms of football, 34-year-old Michael Ochebo. But he hardly even touched the ball when he came in the dire minutes of the game. 36 matches played, 2 to go, and it's already looking like we know how it would finish. Somewhere else in Lagos, Bayelsa United are stunning the home side, Ikorodu City, by 2-1. It's an early days yet, you'd say. 26 minutes. So there's not much we can predict about what's going to go down there. But Shooting Stars have shut down Sunshine Stars and even made the referee hand them a red card at his finish by 1-0 in Ibadan. And same scoreline, obviously, it is looking like at the venue where Katsina and Canopilas are playing. 1-0 it is, 80 minutes gone in that encounter. So much to talk about in the action of match day 36 of the Nigerian Premier Football League. Some might say they can't wait for it to be over, but others would say, oh no, why is it ending so soon? And so after 36 match days, Remo Stars obviously champions of the league. Rivers United 61 points, and well, it doesn't guarantee them second spot because Apia Warriors have 57 points, and if they win their next 2 games and Rivers fail to win those 2 games, obviously Apia Warriors will topple Rivers United to second spot and the other CAF Champions League spot. Aimba on their part are doing their own job winning today and having 55 points. Obviously, they are also in the running for a continental spot. This time, of course, the CAF Confederations Cup. Ikorodu City are taking their destiny in their hands. They have plowed back from being down to Bayelsa. It's now 2-2. And it's still the first 45. So we'll keep our attention on that. And you could do that by just keeping your, of course, dial and keeping your gaze on NPFL Live application, brought to you by Africa Sports Network and Propel Sports Africa. From here, the Adoke Messiameka Stadium, Port Harcourt, where the Pride of Rivers have reigned supreme. I'm yours sincerely, Mighty George. Great to be back on commentary duties and reported to you that it has finished here. Rivers United 1, Rangers International 0. We'll see you on match day 37. Good night, God bless, and what a rush.